Hello guys, welcome to new lecture. Today we are going to see the form structure in the Dynamics 365 application. So in our previous lecture, we have seen how to add the attributes inside the table, right? So we have added different attributes inside the leave request table. That is the custom table inside our solution. And today we are going to see the form structure in the application. Okay, so let's go to this solution. Let me open our leave management application solution. Inside it, just click on the tables and leave request table. Okay, today net issue is there. Let's see how it goes. Just click on the forms. Okay, so if you see under the form type, we have different types as main, quick view, card. We are going to see different types of forms in our upcoming lectures. But for now, let's open up the main form because this is by default presented when any record got open in the application. Okay, so that's why just open the form type main. Yeah, now it is opening the main form of leave request. Here you can see, right? It is a main form of table leave request. So these are the properties for the main form. Here we have the display name as information that you can edit it. Okay. Okay, so this is the form which we are using currently in our application. And here you see there are two tabs. One is general tab, another is related tab. Okay, so these are nothing but tabs. Okay, then we have something called as section inside a tab, right? So here it is a one section which is present under the general tab. So let's go ahead and create one tab first. Okay, so let me click here. Okay, so if you want to create a tab, we have options here. One is one column tab, another is two column tab. So that depends upon your business requirement, which tab you want to use, right? So in one column tab, you are going to get one section which is 100% covering the width of that particular tab. And in two column tab, it is going to be divided into the two sections which are of 50-50% of width. Okay, so let me show you both. Let's click on the one column tab first. Okay, it got added here, and let's click on the two column tab. Okay, so this one is the two column tab in which it has added two columns, right, which are of 50-50% width. Okay, so and in one column tab only one section got added which is of the 100% width. Okay, so let's delete this one column tab for now, and we are left with two column tab here. So if you highlight this new tab here, now here you can see the properties of tab. Okay, so you can change the label of new tab. So let me change it. Approval details. Okay, here you can now see the name of the tab got changed to approval details. Then we have something called as name. So this name uh, is used when you are referring this particular tab inside any coding, right? So if you are programmatically referring to this particular tab at that time, this name comes handy. Okay, so for now you don't have to touch this. It is recommended that this name to keep it as is. Okay, do not touch that name. Okay, further we have the different options like hide on phone. If you want to hide this particular tab when this application is viewed on the phone or tabs mobile devices. Okay, and hide, so if you click on this it gets hidden on every device. Okay, then we have formatting here, because we have already selected two column tab already, then that's why it is layout is of two column. Again we can select it as a three column tab also, so it will just convert itself into three sections. Hope you got this right. So let me reselect two columns. Now here you can also adjust the width of the columns. Okay, here column 1 is of 50%, right? So let's make it as a 60, let's make it as a 40. Yeah, you can observe here. So this section is of now 60% of width of total area of the tab, and this new section is occupying only 40% of the tab. So this is also includes all the functionality, right? So these are the properties of the tab. Okay, so just select on the section and here you can see the properties of the section. So you can change the label here, information. Okay, keep the name as it is. Then we have different options here for hiding the label. If you select this it will hide the label. Okay, then we have hide on phone, hide and lock. If you lock this, uh, every attribute inside this particular section gets locked. Again we have here columns. So inside the section we can have two column, three column, four column section, four columns. Okay, so this nothing but if you select it as a two columns, it will include you will be able to add the attributes in the two columns. Okay, I will show you while adding it. Okay, so let's keep it as a one column and I have make it as a two column. So here I don't want this label to be displayed, so let me select the hide label here. Okay, so let me drag and drop approval date in this particular tab here. Yeah, so now you will be able to see here. Let me select this section and I will select it as a one column. Now see, this particular attribute is occupying full width of the section, right? So I don't want it to be the 100%, I want it to be 50%. Okay, now it's two column. Let me add another one. You can add, let me add due date there. Okay, so due date got added, and in this section let me add created on default attribute provided by the Microsoft. Yeah, it got added, right? So we have seen the properties of the tab, we have seen the properties of the section, and now if you select the attribute, and here you will be able to see the properties of the attribute. right? So we have selected description attribute. You will be able to change the label here. So if you don't want it to be description, you can change it to the another label here. We have the option to hide the label, same as we can hide this particular label inside the phone. We have hide, we have lock. If you select it as a lock, then it will not allow you to edit this particular attribute. Okay, then we have read only also. So that you can just go ahead and try and test by yourself. Okay, and let me know if you have any doubts on that. Okay, then we have height. For this attribute, you can just select how many rows you want to occupied by this particular attribute. So it is a description attribute, so you have that option, right? For this title attribute, we don't have that height attribute here, height property here, right? So if you select this description attribute, then you have this property here, height, because we have created this particular attribute as multi-line or descriptive type of data type, right? So that's why it is showing you can increase the height, but this particular property, height property, will not be available for the single line text attribute. Okay, see here. Okay, then we have here different properties that you can test, right? So I have just selected two columns, let it be just only one column, and I have created, right? So I think this section is of two columns, right? So let me drag and drop some attributes here. Oh, it took some time to just get reflected there. Let me also drag and drop status reason here. Okay, so hope you got it, because this section, particular section, is of two columns, and these attributes were only aligned to one column, and that's why there was option here that uh, I just don't want this to be in the only one column. I want this to occupy whole width of the section. Then you need to select two columns here, otherwise one column. Hope you got this option also, right? Okay, so we have gone through the properties of attributes. We have also seen properties of tab. We have seen properties of section, right? So yeah, so that's all about the form. Okay, just save and publish. We will see how our app will look like for this one. Okay, it is saving. Just wait for some time. Okay, it is taking time. We will wait for 1 minute and let's see if it opens. Otherwise, we will continue this particular part in our next lecture. Okay, so just a minute, we will check and we'll let you know. I think today there is an issue with the network. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it got saved and it is published, right? So let's go to the application and just open it in the play mode. Just click on the leave request. Guys, it is taking time. Okay, so let's see that in the our upcoming next lecture. And if you have any doubts, just feel free to comment down in the comment section, and do follow, subscribe, and like my videos, right? Thank you very much, guys. Bye.